welcome back to another episode of Tori Rain. How are you? So if you guys follow me on social media, you see last night on Twitter that I posted a quick little sneak peek of today's video of somebody trying to steal from my car or steal car parts from my car. So first, just so you know I say it in like the video that you're gonna see next, but Chris and I were inside the house eating dinner, enjoying his day off together. It was a low-key day. You'll see no makeup done, no hair done, like was not prepared for filming. It was still dinner time, as in like the sun was still out. It was not pitch black dark yet. People in our neighborhood love to walk around with their kids and their dogs anywhere between like 5 and like 7:30, 8:30 at night, because the sun just takes forever to go down. So it had to be no later than 6, and somebody in broad effing daylight thought it would be great to try to steal from my car or parts of my car. So I'll go ahead and just let you watch the clip. You're gonna see the aftermath of, you know, my roommate coming in. Tori, somebody was just messing with your car. I don't know what they did, but we're calling the police. And so we all run outside. So you're gonna see the whole aftermath of me running outside. No, he didn't have. Okay, so really fucking crazy. Chris and I are eating dinner. My roommate Alex comes in and says, hey, someone was just messing with your car. So she comes out to water the front lawn. She notices somebody's on a bike near my car, leaning down like he's doing something. She says hello, and he's like, hi, and just messing with his bike instead of messing with my car. And my brother's on a walk, so he's coming home. So obviously my brother sees him. His girlfriend Alex, my roommate, sees him. And then he just takes off on his bike, but there's now another bike in my driveway. So we just got off the phone with the police. The police are coming. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is the bike that was just left here. But he was on another bike and then rode off on that bike. And then like, this is all the stuff that was left by my car. I don't know. Chris is a mechanic, so obviously I'll have him like maybe put it up. What do you think he was trying to do?
It kind of looks like a portal lift.
He thinks it's a portal lift. Because there's also like a block here for a tire. But that does look like a speaker. And then, oh, fucking chonies. And socks.
I know. So
fucked up shit is, not even too long ago, my brother, his Prius, got their catalytic converter stolen. So is there a catalytic converter in the front of my car, babe? Or like, what could you steal in the front of a Toyota Prius? I mean Yaris.
I mean Yaris is kind of like second family of Prius, so there might be a same system. I don't know if that's what it is.
Y'all motherfucker trying to rob me. Okay, so this is the bike. They told us not to touch it, so we're not going to touch it. But that's a fake phone. It's like paper. So if this is your bike, police are coming. And yo, I wonder if that underwear has DNA evidence. And like that, the guy, right? Yeah, so the guy who I don't know where this second bike came from. It's really creepy. But the bike he rode away on, the ones where you sit and you pedal with, you know, your hands or your feet and you're laid back, like not someone you think would rob you kind of bike. The asshole who just came and tried to steal car parts out of my car. Your buddy or whatever left his bike here, which I've already showed you. But you left your fucking cash in the bike, so it's mine now. Okay, so I'm in my backyard now, and I wanted to plug in this thing because the cops didn't take it. They came, they were really nice. They said that they had just had a call like 15 minutes prior to our call that the same guy had hit another house just not even a mile away from our house. So they have quite a few cops out there looking for him, so I hope they find him. So Alex kept saying this was a speaker. Chris had thought it was some kind of portable lift. There was no buttons on the top, so I needed to know what it was because I need to know what you're doing to my car. And I noticed that this glows when
There's a problem with the Wi-Fi.
Oh!
For more info, take a look in the Home app.
So it's an iHome. It's not a portable lift.
It's an iHome. It's what my parents have.
So
There's a problem.
yeah. We're not keeping it. We're gonna throw it away. I don't.
You don't know.
Okay, so just to recap on everything, we're all back inside. The police are gone. They're looking for the guy, and they had said that they've had a few calls. They've been looking for this specific guy for a while, according to the description my roommate Alex had given them, because she saw him as clear as day, because as you saw in the beginning of my videos, starting documenting this, it was still totally light outside. So the fucking balls on somebody to lift a car, or attempt to lift a car, to steal a part from underneath the car when people are out walking with their kids. So just crazy. So we, obviously because of COVID, they're not going to take anything. So they said it's kind of up to us. We don't know what we're going to do with the bike, but we've removed it from the front because we don't want them to come back. And confirmed that what Chris thought was a portable lift, because he says there's one that looks similar, so I'll look it up so you can see the picture. It's actually an iPhone, what is it, iHome?
Yeah, an iHome.
We're throwing it away. I don't know if those things are capable of having viruses on them. I'm keeping the fucking money. I'm splitting it with my roommate who saved my car, and we sanitized that. So we sanitized the money. We're all sanitized down now because we were outside having to touch all this guy's stuff. And my brother was the nominee to clean up this man's undies. So just to kind of like put all my thoughts in order, I apologize if any of my language or the attitude I had in that moment was offensive to anybody. I was definitely on an adrenaline rush, and I really don't like thieves. Okay, I really don't like liars either, but I can't stand the feeling of somebody thinking that they have a right to take somebody else's stuff at any time. Now, there's a difference between somebody stealing food from a grocery store who's truly hungry, but that's my car. I worked very hard to buy that car, pay off my loan for that car, pay for my insurance for that car. So what gives you the right to come to my home and mess with my car, touch my car, and try to steal from my car? I'm gonna try my best not to rant, but it's so violating feeling that way. So I'm really upset, and I'm trying to stay calm and keep composed and not say anything mean. But it's my car. Don't touch my car. Don't touch my stuff. So Chris is already at work today. When he gets time, he's going to take the car and put it up in the lift to make sure that nothing was really messed with it. I'm leaning on the side that Alex had caught him before he could do anything. So she had come out to water the grass, which I mentioned a little bit in the video. She had saw movement behind my window because I was parked on the street, and so she intentionally was like making really loud steps with her feet, and so he popped up, and she stared at him straight in the face and was like, "Hello." He's like, "Hi." And then so she goes over and turns on the water hose very slowly to make it seem like I'm not going anywhere. She turns it on. I think they make eye contact one more time. He has a bike next to him, so he scrambles to pack up his stuff. He leaves behind the iHome. I don't know why he had an iHome right next to my car, but he clearly had a tire block right next to it too, which is obviously to keep the car from rolling if he had it up. And then, as you saw, his socks and underwear. So Alex said she heard him scrambling while she's still watering the grass, making it very clear she's not going anywhere. He scrambles to put his stuff away, and he gets back on his bike and rides away. She then sees my brother coming down the street this way, but the guy's riding his bike that way, and so he sees the back of him, but she's seen his face as clear as day. So she says, "Adam, call the police. There was a guy that was just here. He was trying to mess with your sister's car. I don't know what he did, but call the police." And she comes in, she gets Chris and we come back out. And then I start filming all that stuff, and you can see my brother, you can hear my brother on the phone with the police in the background. So they saw it, I didn't see anything. So our best guess is he had been stealing other stuff, brought maybe the bike with him and left it behind, or he had a buddy with him who needed another tool, quickly took off to go get the tool and left the bike, which kind of seems less likely, but because wouldn't you take the bike with you to go? So the police came. They were really nice. They had said that they had just had a call 15 minutes prior to our call that he had hit another car at another house less than a mile away, and he had said which street, so we knew it was really close. So they had last night multiple officers looking in the surrounding neighborhood for him. Alex had a very good description of his face. She said, I can recognize him if you find him. I hope they find him, because he's obviously just hitting house after house after house, and I know they don't care, because obviously they're stealing, so they don't care, but the amount of damage you can do to somebody can be detrimental. So as in one of the as the video you saw, I had said maybe it was the same guy who just a few weeks ago hit my brother's Prius and stole the catalytic converter from the Prius. My brother could not afford to fix the Prius. The Prius was already, like 10, 15 years old. So yeah, 11 years old. So he had to just essentially sell it for parts. So before you rob somebody, I know you don't care. I know criminals don't care. I know, like, whoever's watching care, but I understand times are really tough right now, and I understand that people are struggling to make it by, but so are we. I count my blessings. I know I'm blessed to live where I live, to live with who I live with, and to be going to school. I know I'm blessed to have what I have, but I earned what I have, and I worked for what I have. I don't know if I have much else to say other than that. I will keep you updated if there is anything wrong with the car. For right now, I pulled up all the way into the driveway so that the other roommates' cars could fit behind. Normally, most of us just park on the street. I am so open to any tips on how to protect my car. So I need to look and see what it is that they're hitting, or maybe he didn't know what he was doing, and maybe it's just a random fluke. There was nothing he could take from my car. Maybe he just wanted stuff in my car, but I don't have really anything in my car, except for my Pokemon blanket I use for my back support. So, and some cords and some like charging stuff, which is, that I can easily replace. I'd be upset, but I would not be as upset now that I'm under the assumption he was trying to steal car parts from me. And car parts are very expensive, and the labor is very expensive. And I'm also overly sensitive because my brother just had to get rid of his car. He has no car right now because some jerk wanted to make a couple $100, because I think the catalytic converter, I think there's like gold in it, or no, is there? There's something in it, Chris told me, and they don't make that much money off of it. They only a couple $100. But our car now, his car is now done. Like, we had to get rid of it. There was no way he could financially afford to fix it. So that's why I'm overly sensitive, because I can't afford to fix a $1,600 piece of work on my car. So I'm rambling again. I apologize. But if you guys have any advice on what I could do to keep my car safe, because it can't be parked in the driveway the way it is now for this whole pandemic, because this is going to go on for a couple more months. And I know even after pandemic, people are still going to be struggling, and they're still going to hit cars. So I need somewhat of a permanent solution. And I know there are like protective cover cases for Priuses that you can do for a couple $100s. So I need to look to see if there's anything like that for a Yaris. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm open to everything. I just want to protect my car. I need my car. I need my car. I need to protect my car. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my words don't come off as hateful. I'm just upset. I hope that conveys correctly. So, but yes, thank you for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.